What's up, YouTube? This is Bloated McMahon doing my 60-second track review on Epicosity SX by RyannWilko, which is a very good SX track. It is extremely fun. I actually really like this map. I had so much fun playing it, particularly because the jumps, especially at the end, the jumps get very big, and I do love it when jumps are bigger, less realistic, more just as big as they could possibly be. And towards the beginning, like around here, it is a bit more realistic. Like all the jumps are a little bit smaller, but as you get farther in to the outdoors part, then it does get much bigger. I also found it kind of interesting how sometimes with the whoops, they were separated. So like you got two on the left there and one on the right. I can't really list that as a pro or a con. I just thought it was interesting. But as you can see here, it turns around and goes to the outdoors part, which has much bigger jumps. That jump works most of the time. That time I don't know what happened, it failed me. But this huge jump coming up right here, this works pretty much every time, and it is really good. And the jumps are just so much fun, particularly towards the end. This map also does have some really good aesthetics in the indoor section. The outdoor section doesn't really have that good aesthetics outside of this sort of area right there. But when you get to, I like how it splits there too. That's kind of interesting how you can go under or over. It reminds me of an MX track made by a person named Fuglystick, who called Sierra MX, and it had a section where if you can jump down to the middle and do an extra little section, which is pretty cool. But like the aesthetics on the indoor section of the map, they look really good. There's like some sort of weird gravity lift thing over there that's lifting pieces up, and it all looks really cool. He took the time to color each and every piece, which I know it's not really that much work, but it does make it look so much better when there is a bit of color added to the map by just coloring the objects. Even if it's just like a little line on the object, it does look that much more interesting. So that is cool. I absolutely love this map. It is amazing. It's one of my favorite SX tracks, honestly. It's just so much fun to play, and I would absolutely recommend downloading it. Pros, it's ridiculously fun, has some great aesthetics, and the jumps do work most of the time, and they do have and they are fairly big. Cons, sometimes maybe like 2 or 3 of the jumps, like maybe 20% of the time 2 or 3 of the jumps don't work. That's as close to a con as I can actually get. I actually had trouble thinking of a good con for this map, so this is a really good map. Once again, if you want to submit a map to be reviewed, send Pro4 Racing a message with the subject map review. In your message, I need your gamertag, the name of the map, and a link to the map. You cannot submit a map if it has been featured in a Forger review or has placed in one of our OD's contests. Also, if you have submitted a map before and wish to submit another one, please wait until your first map is uploaded and then feel free to submit a new one. Thank you. Goodbye.